Hello, this is Amy with Create with Amy 507, and I want to have a huge thank you to Carrie at Mama Dares to DIY, Sukaina at Terranium and Crafts, and Keisha at Sweet Urban Rose for this collaboration. Let's begin. So I'm just cleaning off my jar right now with some rubbing alcohol. The paint will stick better if you cleanse it first. And I believe I picked this little jar up at a little thrift store for like $1, and it looks like it was like a coffee ground, like for coffee, instant coffee. Just applying some silver enamel paint here. And when you get this applied, you do want to let this dry. Or actually, sorry, you want it to spritz it with the water and vinegar first. Then you will pat it with the paper towel, and then you'll let it dry. And I'm just tapping it with the dry paper towel. And I'm trying to go for a marbled effect. This faux mercury glass look. Sorry, not marble, but mercury glass. Okay. I'll set that aside to dry. Okay. Now I'm going on the inside, and I'm going to put some metallic copper in there, and I'm adding some of just the regular Elmer's white glue or whatever brand you have. And it's about 1:1, just a tad bit of water, maybe a teaspoon. Putting that inside, and then I decided I didn't have enough, so I just made a little bit more, about the same consistency. Then swirl the paint around, and once you kind of get it coated on the inside, just leave it upside down to drain. And before it dried, I wanted to get rid of some of that dark color. It was darker than I thought it would be, but you'll see the final what I wanted to create. I'll show it to you at the very end of this. So wanting to add a little more silver enamel inside of there, just so it would be a little more shiny on the inside, and allow that to drain out. Here's the lid. It's a nice bright green, so I didn't have any spray paint, so I just put some black paint, acrylic paint on there. The glass gets baked at 175 for, I only did a half an hour. This was my inspiration, and this is what I came up with. I think it turned out pretty good. After I added the second application of the silver, I liked it a whole lot better. I thought it was too dark with just the copper. Second project coming right up. I have 3 of these little tulip shaped jars. I believe they were $1 each at Dollar General, and I selected 3 different colors, and doing the very same technique. I am not going to do any dabbing on the inside, and I just want to point out to use acrylic, not any chalk paint, because I started with that first. It didn't work. I ended up washing these out. And so make sure it's not chalk paint. It just seemed not to work in my case. Now the lightest color, it's a pink. I'll have that in the description box. But that one I wished I wouldn't have diluted as much, because I wanted it a little more solid. And you'll see at the end how it turned out. I'm thinking a person could probably, if you weren't too concerned about wasting any paint, you could just skip the water and just go with the glue and the paint. My intention was to mimic using like the Mod Podge, and so it wouldn't be quite as thick. And so you can see here with the pink one, the light pink one, it kind of drained down, and again you bake that as well if you want it to be permanent. So I'm just kind of deciding here which one I want in the middle, and I kind of like that pinky pink one, so I'm going to put the little ribbon on that one. And that ribbon, I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and so I really love that little pink or the little white polka dots on that ribbon. I can put a link in the description box if you decide you want some of that. It's really light and easy to work with. And there is the final product. We've got 3 cute little bouquets. They're, you know, little tulip flowers. I just think they're just so cute. I just love how they turned out, and I'm glad that you could watch my video. And I appreciate you tuning in and staying to watch this entire video. Please consider subscribing